Very nice meeting you, Ms. Srishti. So could you please just spend time to answer a few questions of us? Okay. Being a HR personnel, so could you just tell you how you started up your career?
Okay. So I've done my institute or my college from a hotel management college called Oxford Brookes University in Delhi, and it's a 4-year course, out of which one entire year is internship. So I did my internship in Taj, Dubai, and it was a very roller coaster for me because then when I went, I did my training from an international brand or an international hotel. Coming to India and understanding the Indian hospitality was a big throw for me. So once I came back to India, my first job or my first project, you can say, was a management training program opportunity that I got with Intercontinental Hotels. So my first hotel was Crown Plaza, Okhla, and a great roller coaster for me, no doubt. My interested department that time, or my core department that time, used to be front office. So my career goes like this. I started with Crown Plaza IHG, and then from there I went to Taj. From there I went to Taj Mahal, Delhi. From there I shifted to Leela Palace, Goa. From Goa, after Goa, so I had about 4.5 years in front office. I reached till the designation of duty manager. After being the duty manager, my career changed a little bit. I decided that front office is not something that I can invest my skills in, and I wanted to do something else. So I really tried out revenue first. I was working for Intercontinentals again in the revenue department in Gurgaon. From there, I realized numbers is something, it's a very number gaming department, and I don't think numbers is something that I'm quite comfortable with. So I changed and I went into, I wondered where I can put my skills into. So I got into learning and development. I realized that I am good in training employees and people. Training, not teaching them or, just imparting the information that or the experience that I have had in my core department, sharing that is what I'm really good at, I've realized over the time. So yes, so then I got into learning and development. Now shifting from one core department to another department, it's a very up and down situation. So from a duty manager, I went all the way down to a designation of training executive. My first project as a training executive was in Sheraton, Bangalore. From Sheraton, then I shifted to 4 Points by Sheraton, and I was a training executive for about a year and a half. My basic idea was to understand how L&D works, how training department works, and quite challenging but quite interesting. After that, I started my actual career in L&D with Accor. So my first job opportunity with Accor was the Combo Hotel, that is Novotel and Ibis in Sarjapur. So I was working there as an assistant manager. I learned a lot, like really a lot of learning and development, because we all think that it's only training, but it's a lot. It has career development programs which you need to take care of, industrial trainees, management trainees. So again, like I said, roller coaster for me. From there, I learned a lot. I worked for 2.5 years in the Combo Hotel, and Accor saw something in me, and they gave me a great opportunity, and they internal transferred me to this property, which is Grand Mercure Koramangala, as an L&D manager and to handle the entire department on my own. So this is a small little history of my career, and I've been working in this hotel for almost 2 years now, and hoping to grow more in this industry.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice. What do you think the scope of women being in the HR? So could you tell the scope for women?
Okay. I'll first start with the scope of women in the hotel industry altogether. Believe you not, but believe you me, sorry. Women are actually doing a lot much better than the men. A lot of them, there is a very taboo or a very myth that is running in the market that women are not able to handle, or they will not be suitable for the hospitality industry, is only because they have to handle family. I have seen so many women right now who are growing in the industry, and they are much better than men, and I'm really sorry to say that, but this is a reality going on right now. So in Accor, I can say what I have seen in front of my eyes. I have seen so many women who are right now leading an entire hotel. They are a general manager. We have about 15 to 16 ladies and married ladies who have children, and they're handling their families and their career together. They are proper general managers and doing much better than any other hotel. So the scope for women in the hospitality industry is much more than what they think. F&B, culinary, housekeeping and front office. These are the core departments where women are doing very well. In fact, men somehow lose hope in the industry and they leave, but women are the ones who are sticking, and it's all because of their passion for the industry. Um, so talking about women in HR, of course they're doing very well. They've been doing it for so many years. In the admin department, I can say most of the times in human resources, you will always find ladies, because ladies have that characteristic or personality of making sure that whenever they're hiring someone, we women have sixth sense, that you say. So whenever we are interviewing someone or we are hiring someone, the minute they walk into the room, we can understand, okay, this person is suitable or not. So we women, I believe, are perfect for HR and finance and IT and sales also, for that matter. This is for the admin, but I would definitely to all the women that are there out, I would tell them that there are great opportunities for them, especially in the operation departments. There is a lot of money, a lot of career development, and a lot of space to professionally grow and also personally. It's nothing like you won't get time for home. You will. The industry has changed a lot. It's no more 15 hours, 16 hours of work. It's more of 9 to 10 hours maximum, and then out back to your work-life balance. So yes, that's all I can say about women.
This time we missed those time.
Oh yes.
We work for very long hours.
Yes, we worked along, but luckily the industry over the time, the revolution has changed so much that now employees don't believe anymore in working for 15 hours. They'll come and question us as to why are we working for so many hours. They have the authority or the empowerment to walk off after 12 hours of shift. 12 is max. After that, they will not continue. So yes, the hotel industry is actually focusing a lot on work-life balance. It's just a taboo now. It's just a myth that there is no work-life. There is work-life balance for sure.
So what do you think balancing, as you said that you have a passion, how that passion got created within you to shift the department? Like you were into the operations and suddenly have shifted to the HR and completed the HR side. So what made you do that?
So I was my last project or last opportunity in operations was in front office in Leela Palace, Goa. It's a huge property. It's a luxury property, and the demands of our guest is a lot. So after a while, it becomes too monotonous. It becomes too continuous, and it's a very regular thing for us to keep handling. It was like a piece of cake after a while to handle demands of our guests. I specifically felt personally that this is something that I don't think I can see myself in my career. I wasn't very happy. It's very important that when you're working, you need to be happy, you need to be passionate towards it. I was passionate till a point, but afterwards my passion towards front office was dying a little bit, and there's nothing related to work, but it's just it's me, and I kind of lost my interest in front office. But hospitality is something that I really love. That's what I've studied. That's what I always aimed for. So I decided not to leave the industry, but definitely the skills that I've learned in operations to impart it somewhere in the industry, at least be in that bubble. So there is no specific decision as to why I shifted my department. I just lost my interest, unfortunately, or my passion for operations, but I still have the passion for hospitality industry, and so I continued in learning and development. And like I said, I tried for revenue, I tried for various reservations, sales. I tried my skills as much as I can, wherever I can put it, and just to check where I am happy. I found out L&D is my spot, so I took it.
What would be your piece of advice to young amateurs who are seeking into not operations or to come on the HR side and the L&T side?
Okay. But doing a training in that department first and then taking a job would be much better. Getting the experience, first on hand experience, and then getting into the department, getting a job is easier. If you feel that you want to do a course and then join, of course, but we as HR managers or L&D managers really not looking for the degree. We're looking for the personality and what all skills you have in the person, and that's all we're looking for in the student. So there's no mandatory thing for getting a degree.
Ma'am, could you tell us about the IV, the industrial visit? Really, we are very thankful and very excited. First of all, very excited to see, and the boys had a very good time. I think they would have learned something. Though many people are not opening up, they would have observed many things which will be useful for them. So how would you feel about this IV?
Okay. So, first of all, I had no idea that there's a huge history behind your institute. I really felt that it's a newly opened, institute. And knowing that you have such a history behind it, and it's 26 years old, so it has a lot of history behind, a lot of legendary behind, a lot of heritage, I can say, behind this institute. And having these students, it's an honor, honestly speaking. Having an industrial visit for students before they take an industrial training or even come and take a job, it's very important for them to come and have a look at the hotel and look at the real side of the hotel, not look at the glamorous side. Because a lot of students have this understanding that it's a very glamorous job. They need to know what is there up for them. Because we face it a lot of times. We L&D managers and HR managers face that when students are coming in industrial training with us or taking a job with us, they suddenly find out what's the reality and they leave in a month. And we have to again convince. So it's good for them to show them the reality now itself so that they can decide whether this is what they want and then pursue from there. So this visit was a learning for them and also a learning for me. Because it's not like this. Yes, of course, students are coming to the hotel for the first time. They're meeting managers for the first time. They will be a little scared, not scared, but yes, a little hesitant to open up. But I can see after lunch they are opening up a little more faster. But yes, it's not like they haven't asked questions. They have asked a lot of questions, and the question they asked made me learn from them also. There are a lot of questions that they asked where I didn't know, and I found out about it, and then I shared it with them. So there are a lot of information I also got from them. There was a great visit, and I actually would like to thank your entire faculty team for arranging this and coming over. So it was a great buzz in the hotel. All the HODs were so excited. Oh my God, students running around looking at the hotel. It was a great experience for us as well. So
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.